my dress got caught at the bottom of my shoe, and the man was like, "Here, let me hold your hand." I was like, "No, no, let me help you up the stairs." No. So I think those are subtle ways that you're like in your masculine energy and don't even realize it. Like you have help right here and you continue to ignore it, or you're just like, "Oh, nobody's there for me."
I agree. I don't think a lot of women are masculine. I think you're assertive. I think in the world we live in today, we have to be assertive. In order to get where we want to be, you have to be. Because sometimes then people don't take you seriously.
Welcome to Her Side of the Story. This is the podcast where sister friends tell their side of the story about relationships, lifestyle challenges, and triumph. Here are your hosts, Ray and Ash.
Welcome back to Her Side of the Story. We are so happy to be here in Chicago shooting our next episode for season 2.
We are so excited. You guys know we love the live episodes.
Yes,
so
yes.
We're ready. And this episode, it's a good one.
Yeah.
I know I say that about all of them, but this one's a good episode.
Yeah, and it's definitely a hot topic right now.
Very much so a hot topic.
The girlies are going to love this.
Yes. So this episode is an open and thoughtful conversation about what it truly means to live in your feminine energy.
Yes.
How it shows up in your daily life, how it feels in your body and spirit, and how each of us define and connects with it in our own way.
I'm so excited to have this conversation because, it kind of piggybacks on our previous conversation. We were talking about success and we got a little bit in what it means to be in your soft girl era and your hustle era. So I think this takes it like a little bit deeper, how to remain in your feminine energy. So I'll jump right in if you're ready.
You're ready.
So what does full femininity look like and feel like to you? And how has that changed over the years?
I've always considered myself a feminine person.
Yeah, I agree.
From a very young age, I think for me, it just started off with the women around me, my mother, my grandmother, my aunties, my girlfriends' mothers, who I consider my aunts, just seeing them, what I defined as such a young age being feminine. And for me at that young age was really how you looked.
Yeah.
Right? How you present yourself outwardly to people. And also just the little care routines. From a young age, I started going to the hair salon.
Yes.
So all I knew on Saturdays was,
we got to get our hair
done. You know what I mean? And that was almost like, it was more than once a month for sure back then. So I've always considered myself someone feminine. I think how it's changed though is now I continue to express it in the way I dress, but I also how I deliver love to people.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. I feel like how I deliver love to people is soft, gentle, caring, kind. So for me, as I've gotten older, I feel like it's not just how I dress or how I appear to people, how I do my makeup, my hair, whatever it is, but how I show love and how I try to show up on a daily basis. So yeah, that's mine.
Oh, for me, I have like an opposite. Ooh. I mean, I always still got my hair done when I was a kid, but you have to remember, I was a tomboy.
You were.
I played basketball, soccer. So I wasn't into...
Sporty Spice.
Yeah, Sporty Spice. They used to nickname me Miss Prissy on the court because I was still very like prissy. But I can't say I got into like full femininity, like the frillies and the makeup and all that type of stuff until college when I started modeling, of course. And I really, really like dived headfirst into it then. But also, that's how it's changed for me over the years. But I'm in agreement with you. Femininity is how you carry yourself. It's the style and the grace, the kindness, which is one of my favorite words, and how you treat others and knowing how to stay in your feminine energy and de-escalate things. I love having a calming voice from what I've heard. Quick story. Recently, I went to a bar.
Okay.
And the bartender was having such a bad day. I don't know what was wrong with him. But I was like, let me just stay in my feminine energy and just continue to be kind and soft. Don't match energies.
Okay.
And by the end of the night, free shots, birthday shots, and all that type of stuff. So, just being conscious of the power of your womanhood and what it can do.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. So do you think women operate in masculine energy, or is it a learned response to what we've been through, what we're going through? What are your thoughts on that?
I think a lot of people, when they say, oh, women, they have a masculine energy, they don't understand the source a lot of women now, especially today, we have to do a lot on our own.
Absolutely.
I can't stand grocery shopping, carrying groceries up the stairs, whatever. So that type of stuff, it does make you a little harsher when you don't have a life partner to help you with things. If your preference is a male, I think our preference is male.
Yeah.
But so we don't have a male to help us with certain things, and it can appear like, oh, she's in her masculine energy, but in real life, she's just kind of just handling business. And when you're out here protecting yourself too, it's just like, I can't be too soft because someone may take the kindness for weakness. So that's how I feel when a woman is in masculine energy. It's a protective thing, and it may have come from things that happened in the past. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like there's time I've operated in masculine energy before, but now it's really hard to get me in a rough or a non-female energy type.
Well, yesterday we had lunch and drinks with a friend.
Yeah.
And I had said that I was aggressive. And he said, you're not aggressive, you're assertive.
Yes.
And I love that because that was not the first time a man has corrected that, but for a man who really, I had just met him because he's just really your friend.
Yeah.
Who's now, like, I would consider a friend now. For him to say that to me was like, you're right. Yeah, I'm not aggressive. I'm assertive. And, we were talking about masculine energy and how a lot of men manipulate that term with women and things like that. And I agree. I don't think a lot of women are masculine. I think you're assertive. I think in the world we live in today, we have to be assertive. In order to get where we want to be, you have to be. You have to be a little bit dominant. You have to show up in a little bit different way, right? Because sometimes then people don't take you seriously. You kind of have to, be like, come forward, sit up. This is what I want. This is what I'm going after.
Yeah, you could get the Legally Blonde effect if you're not assertive enough. Like, oh, she must not have a brain at all.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's being masculine. I think that is just being what he said. It's assertive. You're being assertive. You're confident in what you want. You're confident in what you're going after. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I do think we as women, I guess, quote unquote, that masculine energy is learned. I think it is learned. Like you said, a lot of what has happened in our lives, we take into the future, even if we don't want to, it just happens. And when, like you said, if we don't feel protected, then yes, it can come off a little bit like we're shielding ourselves. But then for some people, they consider masculine.
Yeah.
But I agree with you with what you were saying in terms of what happens to you or what has happened to you can cause you to give, I guess, more of a masculine
type of vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked about being masculine, all these things. How do you think women are allowed to show up softly in today's world? Because we just talked about being assertive and having to do all these things.
To show up softly, I don't know. I feel like I just think of partnership when I think of showing up softly. If you have a supportive partner that listens to you and, is there for you, I think it's easier to show up softly.
Okay.
Also, too, a good support system through your friends and family. Like having that person that you can just call and express yourself and not be judged by whatever you said, but, listen to and giving good advice. I think that keeps you in your soft energy. But if you're met with such rigidness by all your encounters, even if you think about work, I work in corporate America. You work in a very competitive field too. So it's just like, that's a challenging environment.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one piece of the puzzle. So you hope that at least you're outside of work, you can remain unassertive and, just lay back a bit.
Yeah. I 1000% agree with you with how your loved ones approach you allows you in today's society to be soft. I feel like I am, I always tell people, if you want to see me in my most authentic self, meet me around people I really love.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm a baby.
Really. It's like childlike.
Yeah,
it's very sweet.
Yeah, it's like I'm a baby. Like I'm just like, take care of me or I take care of that. Like that's just how I am. And I agree. I feel like that is the most, when I'm being my softest is definitely when I'm around.
And I'll add a little bit too. I think also it's bad when you're in relationships or conversations or interactions with people and they just want to misunderstand you. I feel like that can bring out a little bit of masculine energy. Like you're feeling like you need to defend yourself.
Yeah, which we talked about.
Or you're telling a story and it's just like, huh? That doesn't make sense. Like that'll keep you on edge too.
On edge.
Stuff. So it's always good to be in close proximity with people who love, care for you, and want to understand you. I think understanding folks is a want thing sometimes.
Always
So
a thing.
That's just my little tidbit. So how do you balance feminine energy with the need to protect and provide for yourself?
This is a very interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
I have been told I'm a alpha woman. Like I'm alpha. I think, which I always tell people when people are like, oh, you're such an alpha woman. To me, that they're using that in a negative connotation. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I do agree. I think I'm an alpha. I'm a leader. I lead, I plan, I this, I that. That's just my nature. It's like we talk about firstborn daughter syndrome.
Yeah, firstborn daughter syndrome is bad.
It's bad, and that's what we have, right? Uh-huh. So I'm a doer, and you are too. Mm-hmm. We're going to just do. We're not going to wait for someone to tell us what to do.
Or to help.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So for me, I found that even though someone's calling me alpha, like I said, the way I protect myself, I guess, is really just knowing who I am. Mm-hmm. Like these words that people are throwing around, labeling me with or not with, they don't affect me. Instead of saying alpha or instead of saying, just say, okay, this woman's a leader.
Yeah.
This is a woman that I admire because she leads, she plans, she's organized.
Right.
There's so many other adjectives to describe women instead of saying, oh, she's such an because it is a negative. But then if someone calls you a beta, they're basically saying you're just meek and mild. No, like
a meek and mild
meek and mild person, and they're beta. Oh God, I don't want to be beta. But then if you're alpha, you're too much.
Too much.
You know. So for me, the way I protect is like you said, block out the noise. I know who I am.
Yeah,
and I will continue to show up for myself, and that's to me my feminine energy is really throughout this years of turning 33 and everything, just learning who I am and understanding that no one can really take my energy from me. So that for me, what about you, Ray Ray?
I feel like for me, I protect it by getting rid of stuff that I used to do. Like I used to be very competitive. Ooh. I think because I play sports. Like at work, I can be very competitive or always think that like something's going on or like, what is it? Overexerting?
Overthinking?
Just doing too much. Okay. Got to be at the top.
Okay. Yeah, overexerting yourself.
Yeah, I don't do that too much anymore because it really puts me in what they would call a masculine energy space. Like I just have to be the best for everything and everyone. But really, it's just like you said, being the best for yourself. That's what I do to protect now. Like if I'm okay with me and I'm okay with like my level of interaction or success, like that's okay. I don't need to be measured by my peers or what folks expect for you to be doing or having. So that's how I protect mine. Like it's me.
Yes.
I'm good. I got this.
Period.
You don't got to do too much.
No, you don't. So have you ever rejected your feminine energy? Why or why not?
Oh, that's a good one. Away. I mean, of course, when you push it away, I feel like it's a defense mechanism. Like you don't think you can be soft because let's say you're in a hostile environment. You cannot be soft. I feel like that's the only time I really pushed it away in recent years. Like I'm in full feminine energy now. But when I'm met with hostile environments or just not good environments, I can be, I guess, what they would call assertive, or I'm not really combative, but I'm gonna get at you back. Like I'm not gonna let you.
You're gonna have clap back.
Yeah, clap back. I'm not gonna let you be defeatist towards me. But yeah, I don't do much with pushing it away anymore. Even when I was, like I said, I played sports. I was always very prissy,
right,
very
elegant,
feminine, someone like. But I just think it's important to keep that and not forget that's the space that you want to remain in.
I say for me, yes, there has been a time I was in a relationship that had me in super defense mode, as we know, towards the end. And I lost it in the way I was dressing. Yeah. For me, because y'all know, well, y'all may not know, I like to dress. Yeah, I'm a dresser. I like to wear clothes. As they say, put that issue on.
Yeah, got to.
I put that issue on.
Yes.
And I definitely was losing all sense of myself, my feminine energy, everything. I was wearing clothes. If you saw the clothes I was wearing, you'd be like, why are you wearing
Yeah, you never come out the house undressed.
Yeah, what is going on? My hair wasn't getting done. My clothes, I was not wearing. It was just, but I was really in that time so lost because I was chasing him.
Yeah.
I was so busy focusing on how I can make the relationship work. I can't let this relationship go for whatever reason, so I thought. And therefore, I just lost myself, which, definitely made me lose my feminine energy, which then when getting back into the dating scene, it took me so much longer to get comfortable with like getting dressed for a date.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there.
Where you're like, I could just wear a t-shirt. And listen, nothing wrong with that. That's your style. I'm not saying you have to wear heels and everything. That doesn't mean you're not feminine. But for me, I know how I dress on a date. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I would just be wearing the baggiest. My mom was like, saw me one time. She was like, where are you going? I was like, oh, I have a date. She was like, with who?
Yeah, it almost makes you get in a space where you're afraid to show, like, honestly, how beautiful you can be.
Yes.
Outwardly. You're equally beautiful on the inside. But, sometimes you want to show your outward beauty.
Exactly. So, I definitely rejected it then. Yeah. I was rejecting it, and I was struggling and all the things, and I don't want to go back there.
Yeah, no.
So that's mine, I will say.
That kind of leads right into our next section, of questions. But what would a relationship or partner need to embody in order for you to fully lean into your softness?
We love talking about Lily on the podcast.
Lily.
What he embodies now, child, a leader. I clearly need an alpha, quote unquote, as well. Someone who meets me with my softness, like we've talked about. Someone who is a provider, not just financially. Because I think when we talk about provider, we're like, oh,
that's what everybody thinks.
Yes, he got to have the money.
But they got to provide emotional security as well.
Exactly.
Physical safety, things like that.
When I'm on 1,000, that man's 110.
Yeah.
And I sometimes was literally a few months ago, I was like, when I'm on 1,000, why don't you get on 1,000 with me? And he's like,
it gotta be balanced.
He's like, babe, we don't want me on 1,000 and you on 1,000. Like, it's not gonna work. Yeah. So someone who, when I'm struggling, as I've talked about, meets me where I am. Someone who understands that we are partners, but I'm a woman. You know what I mean?
You can't forget that part.
Yes.
Like, we're soft, we're emotional. Like, y'all know that's what comes with it. Yeah.
But still is understanding, like, okay, I have a woman in front of me. I have someone who wants the little things still matter to her.
Yes.
I'm coming home late, cook the dinner.
The balance.
The balance.
Yeah.
I've had such a stressful week. Maybe let me run her a bubble bath. Just very mindfulness. I really think for me, that is what it takes for me to have a partner, for me to show, really live in, quote unquote, my soft girl life. I'm not even going to call it an era.
Yeah.
It ain't an era. It's a lifestyle. And just someone who's mindful and thoughtful and appreciative. Someone who does also tell me, I'm grateful for what you do for me. I need that. I'll say for myself, I need some little words of affirmation. Yes. I'm grateful for you. I'm thankful for you. Thank you. Simple things like that. Oh, you ironed my clothes. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much. So for me, that would be some of mine. What would be yours?
I'm going to piggyback right off of that. Yeah. That's big. Those words of affirmations for a woman is, I feel like men need it too.
Absolutely.
But for a woman, we want to know that, oh, you like the meal that we cooked. Oh, you got that outfit on. You look so beautiful. Like, it takes 2 seconds. So words of affirmation is big. But also the listening piece. Like, if your girl is venting, just let her vent. She needs to get off her chest, because otherwise she probably would have called one of her homegirls or, So I feel like that really helps keep me like in a feminine energy with a partner. Also, true partnerships. Like, if your day's long and I can cook, if my day's long, please cook. That type of stuff. Or like you said, a bubble bath goes a long way for a woman after
Do the laundry.
Do the laundry. Help. Equal partnership in that type of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Just a listening ear, someone who's thoughtful.
Listening.
That words of affirmation is important to learn your partner's love language. We don't need to get into all 5. It's like 9 now.
Oh, really?
I think there's like more psyche versions of it. Okay. So I have to look that up. I don't know the new ones, but there's more. So just learning what your partner really, really needs. And almost you should study them. Once a woman feels secure and protected, you probably will never see her angry, really.
No. And keep dating.
Yeah.
We've been together 4 years, but I don't feel like we just met because we know each other very well. But we know each other so well because we've been dating, So it's like we take time to still understand. And listen, every day that man is learning something new, like something different. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that. Like, we went to New York. Recently he showed me where he was living in New York. I didn't even know where he was living. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, this clearly that time in his life meant something to him. So he really was wanting to show me where he lived. Like, he was like, I used to walk on this street and like this used to be over here. Oh my God, this changed so much. So clearly he wanted me to be invested in that. And yeah, of course, let's go.
And that example reminds me of like exactly how you should stay in your feminine energy. You're interested in what he has to say. You're learning about your partner. So yeah. Yeah. That's beautiful.
Thank you. What are some subtle ways we stay in our masculine energy without realizing it, even in a relationship?
You know what? We kind of talked about this a little bit, but I have to say it. So I just started watching Insecure.
Yes.
I know I'm late.
Never too late to a good show.
Right.
Just on time. Right on time. Summer's a great time to watch Insecure, sidebar.
I'm only in season 1, right?
Yep.
So I said I feel like I'm Molly. Ashley said she doesn't think so later on down the line.
I said in certain ways, I agree. The career, the independence.
She is hyper independent.
Super.
Like one episode, she's literally carrying a big box down the stairs, and a man offers to help, and she's like, no. I'm like, that's me. Like, no. It happened yesterday. Like my dress got caught at the bottom of my shoe, and the man was like, here, let me hold your hand. I was like, no, let me help you up the stairs. No. So I think those are subtle ways that you're like in your masculine energy and don't even realize it. Like you have help right here and you continue to ignore it, or you're just like, oh, nobody's there for me. But the whole time I almost tripped up them steps and I really should have just let the man grab my arm and
hold you and
help me up. But so those are my subtle ways. And like I said previously, I can be competitive, and not saying that women shouldn't be competitive.
Even in your relationship.
I'm not. No.
Yeah.
But at work or some other places, sure. So just knowing, not even your flaws, but knowing things that can be tweaked and being aware of them. So, yeah.
I would say trying to be Miss Do-It-All. Like you said, not asking for help. I have a problem with that. Yeah. The Miss Do-It-All kind of like, gotta do it, and not allowing my partner to help.
Yeah.
Because it's not that the things that I need help with are not big deals, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, hey, can you buy lotion at the store? And instead of me knowing my day's busy, I'd be like, never mind, I'll get the lotion.
You're going to run
and get the lotion. When he's like, I'm right here at the Rite Aid. I could get the lotion. Well, you don't know what type of lotion I want. Well, tell me what type of lotion you want. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just doing the most.
The day-to-day stuff that you can really use some help with. I had such a good example of that. Like something like a pickle jar. Like he's sitting right there and you're struggling, breaking sweat, trying to just, hey, can you open the jar?
This? Can you lift this and put it up on the shelf for me? Like little things like that. Hey, I'm running not running behind, but my time is a little tight. Can you just the dog needs to go out at this time. Can you run the dog? You on the couch. Can you run the dog out real quick and bring him back in? Because I got to go to this point. I don't want to be late.
And I think the bigger piece of that is like women just now, our society, like we have to be so strong all the time. So these like little things, even though they're subtle, they're big. It's just the blockage that we kind of have right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely, I agree with that. So just, you don't got to be Miss Do It all the time.
And kind of to end us off, do you think you could still be feminine while being a feminist?
Absolutely. I am a feminist, I would say. That might be the all-girl school growing up thing. That might be seeing my mama wearing power suits or Hillary Rodham Clinton wearing them.
Yeah.
And my mom never stayed home, not shading anyone who stays home. But my mother raised children, able to give me 3 meals a day, but still worked, but still is strong.
Yeah.
Very strong woman. And I still feel like I can allow a man to assist me with what I need. But at the end of the day, women are superior. I said what I said. And I do think we have the rights to have the same or more than that men do in society, especially when it comes to our health and our equal pay and all of those things. I don't understand why we're still going back and forth
over those type of things.
Yeah. Like, come on. We are in the 21st century. We are in 2025. So I still do. I do believe in fighting for those things because I do think even though we've come a long way, we still have a very long way to go. But I do still understand that, like I said, I think I was born feminine. I really, really love, when you look at what the definition of being feminine is, I think I'm like, check.
Right.
And I'm still able to do that but still able to stand up for myself and speak out on what I believe in or what I don't believe in.
Yeah.
And I don't think we need to be hushed or put back and, stop talking. No,
right.
You have the right to say what you want to say, and you can still say it in an elegant, articulate way and still be a feminist. So I do. I still do. I still like wearing my power suits and going to work. Listen, I pray one day I'm afforded not to have to work.
Yeah.
But if I have to work, I have to work. And even then, like we were talking about the other day, I said, I think I'm someone who, I like to make my own money. It's an aphrodisiac for me. I really like it.
Yeah.
I don't want to have my husband to be looking and be like, what is this charge? Yeah, I went and bought at Saks 3 shoes. And what? It's my money. And I'm going to do what I'm going to do. So I do. That's my thoughts on it. What about you?
I have a lot of similarities, especially in terms of pay and the rights to do with our body.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm very traditionalist.
You are.
Like if I could work from home.
Or not work.
Or not work, or be a house mom, whatever, a housewife, I probably would.
Yeah.
I probably would. So I'm traditional in that way.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I'm tired of working. I'm tired of working. And as a woman, we have a lot on our plate, like bring children into the world, raise the children. I feel like that's a full-time job for some moms, especially
it is.
A future mom like me. I want to be fully involved with my kids, and a career might take away from that.
I mean, it does, right? Your kid either going to have to go to morning care, daycare, after school care. I know that's what my parents had to do. So it definitely takes away. They have after school activities. You want to be able to be there for them. They have sometimes activities in the day, like their school play or recital. And sometimes my parents miss those things. So I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, very feminist, like I said, and opportunity for women. I don't think that women are any less intelligent, any less strong, have any less foresight than a man per se. So I do agree there. But yeah.
You have a more traditional household role.
Traditional households, yeah. I believe in traditional roles.
Roles in the household.
In the household, for sure.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah. I think a lot of women nowadays, it's interesting because I feel like millennials, Gen Z for sure, are entrepreneurs. That Gen Z boy.
Yeah. They're something else.
They're preneuing all around town.
Yeah.
But I do think they're doing that to allow themselves a certain type of lifestyle.
Right.
Because they don't want someone to be their boss. They want to have the flexibility. If they choose to have children, okay, I can stay home. And even if they don't, even their dog mom, cat mom, pet mom, they're like, if I don't want to work for somebody else, I don't have to. So I definitely think it's interesting. We're reverting a little bit back to that because I feel like our parents didn't have that. They worked.
Yeah, they worked.
Where our grandparents, great-grandparents, they were more staying in the home.
Yeah, they had the opportunity to stay home.
Exactly. So it's seeming like it's kind of making a cycle around because there's a lot of millennials I know who don't work.
Yeah, well, the saying is, there's nothing new under the sun. So maybe it's just coming back around.
Coming back around. Yeah, it's just coming back around. So I definitely see that in what you're saying, and I understand that. So yeah.
Well, we can't forget, we got to do product of the week.
Girl, thank you, Chad.
So what's your product of, not the week, the month. We only shoot monthly.
Month. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you loving this month?
Girl, so it's summer.
Yeah.
Even though it's summer, we still like to look cute. We like to look cutesy. We like to be outside. I am loving One Size by my guy, Patrick Starr.
Yes.
The oil sucker. Listen, child, I ran and bought that thing from Sephora. Well, I was in Sephora. I needed to get more One Size spray, which we love.
Yeah, we love the One Size
spray. And I was
spray.
like, what is this oil sucker and primer? He has an oil sucker and a primer.
Okay.
But I bought both, but I haven't used the primer yet. The oil sucker, I am combination skin because I have some areas where I'm a little dry and things like that. So I use it in the T-zone, like places I'm oily.
Yeah.
Girl, that makeup, number one, lasts all day. And no shine. And looks great in photos. Even with the photos, it's not making you look gray or ashy. So yeah.
I have to try some of that.
You got to try some.
Yeah, we love the One Size spray.
Yep.
It definitely gives you a matte look for your matte finish for your makeup. I love that.
The spray,
yeah,
good.
Real matte.
Yes, real matte.
No oily, because I have the same issue, the oily thing.
The oil, yeah. What about you?
I'm loving the Summer Fridays lip gloss.
Ooh, okay. Yes, the girlies love that.
I'm late again, I think, on that. But just got some as a gift. Shout out to Amaya. Thanks, girl. And I love it. Like, it's so smooth. It's so juicy. It smells good. Like, I think, remember back in the day, the lip glosses always smell good.
Yes.
But now they don't really got much smell to them, or just, I don't know.
These have taste too.
Yeah, I was going to go there. They used to have taste.
Yes.
But yeah, it kind of reminded me like of my teenage years, okay, like the way it feels.
Okay, how's the longevity? Because, one thing...
Okay, I got to something to say about the longevity. Doesn't last that long in my opinion, but it's worth reapplying.
Okay.
It's worth reapplying. Okay. So that's my product. That's what I'm loving.
We love
this.
That.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
On this episode of Her Side of the Story. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget we are listed on all podcast platforms, so make sure you listen. Please write us a review, y'all. If you're loving the show, make sure to just give a little comment.
Yes,
we love interacting with y'all. So
yes.
We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
If you enjoy listening to the podcast, follow us on social media at Her Side of the Story RA. And don't forget to rate the podcast and subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.